Else crazy about your life or your history, a fun fact about you that we need to know about before we let you go?
I did 10 years in federal prison for armed bank robbery.
Wow! Awesome!
You should lead with that, dude.
All right. Woo! Let's go back to the woman slipping in cum, okay?
Wow, this is very exciting. Was this in Georgia?
Yeah, it was in Georgia.
And you had a gun?
I had a fully automatic AR-15.
Oh, my God. And you went to the teller with what, a note?
No, I went in, it was a takedown.
It was a takedown. You said, give me all your fucking money.
Yeah, I got in the vault.
Did you go in with a gym bag?
It was like an Army sea bag.
Wow.
Everybody, I'd like to do a 1-minute comedic improv if I could get a word from the panel.
Dog.
Dog. There was once this young lady, and she was walking through New York City and stepped over this dog shit left by this really huge dog. And it really pissed her off. And then she's like, you know, I've got to go just get out of here. I need something that looks like the country. So she starts walking across Central Park. And she's noticed everyone having picnics, and they're out because, of course, by now they're not wearing masks, hopefully. And everything's going fine. It's a beautiful afternoon, and she notices this guy. He's peeking at her from behind a tree, and he's just totally gunning her down. And she's like, oh, my God. She's so distraught, and she takes off and runs 6 city blocks all the way up to her mom's apartment there on the Upper East Side, and she's crying, and she's hysterical. She says, Mom, I was walking across Central Park, and this guy was jacking off to me. And she's crying, and her mom said, oh, honey, just enjoy it now because one day that'll all come to a stop. Thanks for having me.
You took a big risk. You improvised a minute. You've been asking me for weeks if you can have one of these spots, and look at you. You came in, guns a-blazing, light on your feet. Camden, how long have you been doing stand-up and or improvisational activities?
Let's see, it's been since June of last year, so what is that? Maybe 13, 14 months.
Yeah.
I think I started June of last year.
And you started what, stand-up?
Started doing stand-up. Fell into it completely by accident.
Where were you?
Over at Flappers.
Flappers, okay.
I got talked into going to what I thought was an open mic, and I actually just wanted to see everybody do it. I didn't want to do it.
You didn't know you were going to be the best comedian that Flappers had last year, your very first time ever on stage.
So how did you find the time? Did Tenacious D take a break last year? Or?
I'm sorry, I missed that.
No, it's okay. He says that you look like the unfamous guy from Tenacious D.
Kyle Gass.
Yeah, okay. I get that. But yeah, I just went by Flappers, and everybody was doing this thing, and they had material prepared. And
did your cousin Jimmy Kimmel give you the spot?
No.
No? Because you look like Cousin Sal. Do you get that a lot too?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That I've heard.
Right.
Yeah, I've actually heard that a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the way it all started, someone said, "Why don't you sign up and go up there and just do 3 minutes?" I was like, "Well, I don't have any material. I'd never been in a comedy club. I was 50 years old. I'd never been in a comedy club." Uh-huh. And I got up there, and Josh was overseeing everything. He was the booking agent, and I basically told 3 minutes off my hip on what it was like.
Do you remember anything that you talked about in that 3 minutes? Can you give us a little one-liner from it?
My experience coming from Georgia and moving to LA, and how it's okay to smoke weed out here, but you can't smoke a Camel. The most judgmental people, it seemed, were the ones who I'd light up a real cigarette and everybody would just shoo me away. And I thought, I thought it was the strangest thing because I'm from Georgia. It was a whole different culture.
Yep,
completely. But anyway, I got booked on my first gig from that improv, and then it just. What did you
get booked on? What else crazy about your life or your history? A fun fact about you that we need to know about before we let you go?
I did 10 years in federal prison for armed bank robbery.
Wow! Awesome!
You should lead with that, dude.
All right. Woo! Let's go back to the woman slipping in cum, okay?
Wow, this is very exciting. Was this in Georgia?
Yeah, it was in Georgia.
And you had a gun?
I had a fully automatic AR-15.
Oh, my God. And you went to the teller with what, a note?
No, I went in, it was a takedown.
It was a takedown. You said, give me all your fucking money.
Yeah, I got in the vault.
Did you go in with a gym bag?
It was like an Army sea bag.
Wow. Yeah. Did you take the money?
Yeah.
And you walked out?
Yeah. Well, I ran out.
You ran out? Yeah. And were you by yourself?
By myself.
Holy shit. And you put the bag in your car, van, truck, and then you sped away. How far did you get?
I went, they had a helicopter on me in no time because I didn't realize that it was across the street. Somebody was behind a gas pump and called it in. And then when I went down the road.
How did they call it in? You put a ski mask on before going in?
Yeah, I had a mask and huge bag
Fucking
of cash
shit,
with
man.
the fully automatic AR-15.
Oh my God! So they called it in. They go, I just saw a guy with a ski mask and a gun and a giant bag run into the bank. I think he might be robbing it. They had a helicopter on your truck. How long do you think you were in the bank for before escaping? How long do you think the whole takedown was? About 3 minutes? 7 minutes?
90 seconds.
90 seconds. You're running out with a bag, and they already had a helicopter on you?
It was, probably about 8 minutes after I left the tank. I went through a crossing guard at school, and I looked in the mirror, and I could see him get on the radio like that. And then it was just whop, 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 whop.
How
whop,
many
whop, whop,
stars
whop,
in Grand Theft Auto is that?
Actually, Gameology, I did 4 shoots for him on the Grand Theft Auto series on bank heists. That's on Gameology if you look that up on YouTube.
Nice.
Weird flex.
Did you think you could get away with it? Like, were you 100% like, this is easy? Because
a lot of people do. A lot of people get away with it. If you go in with a gun, though, it really raises the stakes. The big difference between robbery.
This was my second one.
Oh,
Part of the plea deal was I pled to the one I didn't get away with.
Wow. So you got away with one, and you're like, and then how much did you make out with in the first heist?
Oh, I'm here to tell you, people, they don't carry more money than they actually need to operate with. So it's not like the movies.
No, I know.
It's like
about $6,000.
9,200.
9,200. See, this is good.
Jesus.
It does not. Yeah.
How about the second one? What do you think you had in the bag? Did they count it? My guess is
25,300 something.
Wow, that's a good one. Jesus, you almost had it.
But you could also just take somebody's
slip in
wallet that
Tony's
has a
cum.
credit card that has that much on it or something. It's.
I have a question.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. You should, in my opinion, write jokes about how you're a shitty bank robber because that's actually funny and interesting.
Absolutely.
Versus coming on here and being like, give me a word, dog. Let me talk about cum.
You have such an interesting history. You could literally be the bank robber comedian.
The shitty bank robber comedian.
Yeah.
The shitty bank robber. That's
Stealing our time.
That's what all my trolls say. All my trolls say he sucks as a bank robber because he got caught. Which, yeah.
Heck yeah.
The thing about the feds is it's not like state jurisdiction. They can put you anywhere in the country because you're in the Federal Bureau of Prisons.
So where'd they send you?
I was in 6 different penitentiaries during those 10 years. So
Wow.
Started off in Atlanta, then went to FCI Edgefield, South Carolina.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Let me ask you this:
everywhere.
what is your least favorite memory of all your prison time? Was there a time in which you were threatened, or perhaps you dropped the soap or anything like that? Did someone try to take advantage of you? Because you do have a nice fat ass.
It would be a good bottom.
I had 2 correctional officers handcuff me and put my head underwater.
Oh wow, toilet water.
No, it was out in the yard. It had rained that night, and there was about that much water.
Fiji water.
Why'd they do that?
They had their knee on my neck underwater because I wouldn't cuff up. And so it was the operations lieutenant and 2 correctional officers took me down and put my head in the water until I finally.
You have to write about all this, dude. You have to write a little tiny book and then go through it and figure out what's jokes and what's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you can
people
perform
told
in
me-
prisons.
Yeah, people told me, you could write jokes about this, but if I guess from my side, I've yet to see the funny part of so much of that.
Yeah, that's what's interesting. There's a lot of people when they first start, they're that way. I have one friend, for example, that when he first started, he didn't want to talk about the speech impediment that he had because he's been dealing with it his entire life. And I'm like, you don't get it. You have to do it months and months and months and months. And then a couple years went by, and then he really started talking about it, and he's had a career ever since. He works continuously. Did a fucking baseball stadium last week. Talking about the great Josh Martin, Kill Tony legend, one of the first producers of the show.
And you'll feel like a real comic then, I feel like.
Yes, you have something of value. And it's very therapeutic for you. It's going to help you get over that time and utilize it. You can turn all that prison time and all that negativity into a true positive by having your own voice and brand. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen.